Hello, good morning, everyone. On a beautiful Saturday morning, we are very privileged and happy to go live on our usual weekly FB Live workshop in Satya City Mall today. Yeah. So the reason why we are here is because we are also celebrating International Women's Day by providing workshops, yeah, for kids and adults. Yeah. So if let's say you are somewhere nearby Satya City Mall or wish to come over, because we had a few of you that came over yesterday, and thank you for that. Hopefully you actually enjoyed the session yesterday. So today we are also doing another very wonderful and fun workshop. We are going to do a Dreamcatcher keychain. We are going to be here from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. tonight. So last call for the workshop is actually at 8 o'clock. So if you would like to pop by, let us know. And we can say hello to each other finally, yeah? All right. So now, in conjunction with International Women's Day, we are running this workshop at Satya City Mall for 3 days. Yeah, we started yesterday, and then it's gonna end tomorrow, which is Sunday. So tomorrow we are going to make flowers using some recyclable materials. Yeah, and at the same time you do a little bit of flower arrangement. Yeah, so it is a good gift, yeah, to give to the woman of our life, be it our wife, be it our mother, be it our sister, or our best friends, anyone, yeah, whether it is girl, women, or a girl. All right. So a little bit of history. What is International Women's Day, and what is all this big hoo-ha all about? Because we have heard of International Women's Day, but what is it all about? That is what we are going to find out today as well. All right. Now, if let's say you are signing in through Satya City Mall Facebook page, yeah, yeah. If let's say you are joining our Facebook Live, yeah, through the Satya City Mall Facebook page, please make sure that you stay with us until the end of the session, because we are giving away 3 special gifts, yeah, to 3 lucky winners who are the most engaging ones. Yeah. So if let's say you are not joining us from Satya City Mall page, please make sure you come over, yeah, so that we can have our moderator to moderate from one page at the same time to also gather your comments and your feedbacks from Satya City Mall page. All right. So 3 most engaging participants today. So I hope you are here, and we hope to see a lot of engagement today. Yeah. All right. So let's go through a little bit of history about International Women's Day. Now, this global holiday is actually celebrated annually. Yeah. On the 8th of March. So every year we will celebrate this on the 8th of March to commemorate the cultural, political, as well as socio-economic achievement of women. Right? It is also a focal point in the women's rights movement, bringing attention to issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, violence and abuse against women. Okay, the theme, because every year during International Women's Day, as well as a lot of special days under the United Nations initiatives, they have a theme that they will focus. Yeah. So this year's theme is gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow. Now, we are always focusing on sustainable development, yeah, because we want to make sure that our kids or the generation after us has a better lifestyle, or a better or sustainable lifestyle, yeah. That is why we are very focusing on to topics such as sustainable development. All right. So when we talk about gender equality, what is it all about? Now, gender equality is achieved when women, men, girls, and boys have equal rights, conditions, and opportunities, and the power to shape their own lives and contribute to the development of society. Means everyone is equal. Now, if let's say we were to see in today's world, for example, we still see a little bit of inequality, but it is getting better. Yeah, but hopefully in the future, it will be much better. That is our goal, right? So we need this, we need to make sure that we start somewhere. Yeah, so what better way to start it if not now, right? So that is the reason why we need to educate our kids about this topic in particular. Okay, so why is it essential? Because it is important for economic prosperity. Okay, society that value women as well as men as equal are safer and healthier. Okay, this is a human right. All right. Okay, this is a human right, right? And that is the reason why also gender equality is a standalone goal in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. Now, there are 17 Sustainable Development Goals that is set by United Nations, and gender equality is goal number 5. Yeah. So that is how important or how much focus United Nations actually put in, yeah, to ensure that gender equality is achieved, right? So according to a report actually issued by United Nations, because they have done a lot of researches, yeah, and also published a lot of facts and figures. So globally, they mentioned that 750 million women and girls were married before the age of 18. And at least 200 million women and girls in 30 countries have undergone FGM. All right, FGM means female genital mutilation. Yeah. The rates of girls between 15 to 19 who are subjected to FGM in these 30 countries where the practice is concentrated have dropped from 1 in 2 girls in the year 2000 to 1 in 3 girls in year 2017. So it may not be seen as a very huge improvement, but it is improvement, right? So that is what we are hoping to see more. Yeah. Now, in 18 countries, husbands can legally prevent their wives from working. In 39 countries, daughters and sons do not have equal inheritance rights. And in 49 countries, they lack laws protecting women from domestic violence. Now, I wish to highlight in that 39 countries where daughters and sons do not have equal inheritance rights. I think most of us have heard it before, yeah, especially in Asian countries, for example. Yeah, a lot of parents actually favors son more than daughter. Hopefully, this is not the case for all of us. At the same time, this is not the way we educate our kids also, because everyone is equal, right? So we also have to tell them that regardless whether you are female, or you are girl or boy, you should have the same right, right? Now, 1 in 5 women and girls, including 19% of women and girls aged 15 to 49, have experienced physical or sexual violence. Yeah. So yet in 49 countries, there are no laws that specifically protect these women from such violence. Now, this is a report issued by United Nations. Yeah. While women have made important inroads into political office across the world, their representation in national parliaments at 23.7% is still far from parity. They are only now at 23.7%, right? Also, only 52% of women married or in a union freely make their own decisions. Yeah, so they can only they are not able to make decisions freely because they feel that it is still, they are the, what we call that as, not as imperial, yeah, or superior compared to men, right? So that is the reason why we are also looking at making sure that a girl has the right or proper education in order for them to know what is right and wrong, and at the same time to also be independent, yeah. So we go closer to this part of the world, whereby in Southern Asia, yeah, a girl's risk of marrying in childhood has dropped by 40% since year 2000. That is a very good news, yeah. So means that a lot of girls are actually more educated and they know that they should focus on other things rather than getting married during childhood, yeah. Now, based on all these good rates, yeah, and also some awareness or some alarming issues issued by the United Nations, there are a few things that we have seen, yeah, especially during the pandemic. Now, during the pandemic, we know that a lot of people around the world, yeah, globally, we are stuck at home during lockdown, yeah. There are a lot of restrictions that have that we face, yeah. So we have seen that there is a slight increase in terms of the inequality rate between genders. Why? Now, again, this is what I will quote what United Nations has published, yeah. Women bear additional household burdens, yeah. Women already spend about 3 times as many hours in unpaid domestic and care work as men. Meaning to say that because a lot of women, they stay at home, they become a housewife, yeah. But during pandemic, even those working moms, they have to double up as a housewife at the same time while managing their work, yeah. So they spend more time in terms of domestic works, as well as taking care of the kids or the elderly at home, yeah, during the pandemic time, right? Now, the lockdown actually increased the risk of violence against women and girls by 30% in some countries. Some countries, yeah, not all the countries, but in general, it's 30%, yeah. Now, some good news as well in terms of health and social workers, where we see 70% of the frontliners that help fight the pandemic actually consist of women. So that is a good news, yeah, because we see a more active role, yeah, in terms of the female side. Yeah, so that is one thing. So we have a lot more work to do in terms of getting towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goal set by United Nations. All right. So if let's say you know what are the issues, yeah, or challenges that we face, yeah, as part of this topic, so you can actually let us know as well. But these are the key highlights that we need to highlight, yeah, especially when it comes to education, when it comes to freedom in terms of human rights, yeah. So those are the things that we need to highlight, especially for to achieve the goal, right? So we will stop here slightly because we need to go into what we are going to do today. Yeah, so we are going to do a greeting card. Now we are celebrating mothers, women's, yeah. So mothers, grandmothers, siblings, female siblings, yeah, or friends, or anyone that comes to your mind. So sometimes we do not need an expensive gift, yeah. Something handmade, something that is very unique and there is only one in the whole world is what we are looking for. So that is the reason why, to make things very simple, but it comes with sincerity. Yeah, so we have chosen to make a greeting card, heart-shaped greeting card in particular. All right. So for those of you who have signed up with us, I am pretty sure you have already received the material list that is included in the message. Yeah. Otherwise, then we will go through the material list together now. All right. So first thing first, when we come to making a greeting cards, we will need colored papers. Yeah. So if you do not have colored papers, don't worry. You can actually use plain paper or any recyclable papers. Yeah. Or cardboard, thin cardboard, like those tissue boxes. It can also, or cereal box. All right. That one also can. So that is the main material that we will need. And then we will need pencil, because we need to do a little bit of drawing. Yeah. And then we will need a pair of scissors, right? Ruler, it's good if let's say you have it. And if let's say you have a glue stick, normal paper glue stick will do. All right. Otherwise, if let's say your paper or you are using a thin cardboard, then hot glue gun or Yoo-hoo glue will work well, right? So first off, let's take our paper. So A4 size is ideal. If let's say you have a smaller piece of paper, it's fine. But please make sure the size is at least 18 cm by 18 cm. Because anything smaller than 18 cm by 18 cm, it will be too small and you will not be able to make a proper cut, right? So I am using a A4 size paper, a full paper, and I am going to make a square out of this paper. Now, how to make a square? So we just fold this, align this, yeah? And this is how we fold a triangle. And then we cut off this part. Then you will get an A4, a square, right? So this is what we are going to do now. So let's do a proper triangle first. And then we cut off this part, this rectangle part, yeah? That is extra. So let's cut this off. All right. Now, you will hear a lot of sound, a lot of noise, yeah? This is because we are doing this live at Setia City Mall, and there are a lot of shoppers walking around. In fact, the location that I am in at this point of time is in between the old wing and the new wing, all right? So behind me is actually the link bridge towards the new face of Setia City Mall, right? So we are located now at level 1. So if let's say you are coming over, just come over to level 1, yeah? And we are near Mother Cares, yeah, and Parkson, yeah? All right, so we have cut the square. So let's open it up. This is a square. And then you see this line here. This is where we folded the paper just now. Now, next thing is we open it, make sure that this is a square, and then we fold it half. So we fold it downwards, right? So we fold it downwards. Make a crease line, a vertical crease line if possible, okay? And then open it up. So now you will see a diagonal line and a horizontal line, right? So now we fold it vertically, half again, right? Fold it half, make vertical crease line. So now you will see vertical line, horizontal line, and one diagonal line. And we will stop here, all right? So now this diagonal line, we need to fold it inwards. Okay, so now it is the other way. So we have to fold it inwards so that we make a smaller square paper. So this is what we need. So we just fold it. And then when you open it, it will look like this. Okay, it will look like this. All right, so make sure the opening part is on top. Okay, opening part is on top, and then here is where your center point is. All right, so if let's say you were to open up this paper, the center point is here. Okay, so this is the bottom, and where you can open your paper, this is the top part. Okay, so this is the top. Okay, so this is how you should place your paper for the next step. Okay, opening on top, center point at the bottom. All right, so we put the rest of the paper one side, and then now we need to draw heart shape. All right, so how to draw heart shape? First and foremost, we take one part of this, okay, where you see the diagonal line. Okay, all right, when you see the diagonal line, this is where we are going to draw our heart shape. Right, so how to draw the heart shape? We are going to take this diagonal line to the middle point. Yeah? So the middle point is where the end part. Let me just show you a heart shape. This is where the diagonal, the middle point is, and this is where this line, okay, this line is where the diagonal fold line is, right? Okay, so it's here. So what we do is we will draw two hump, okay, of the heart shape. So I will draw it first, and then after that I will show you, okay? So draw as big as you can, make full use of the whole paper. All right? Okay, can you see the line? I will use a darker mark pen to draw it so that you can see it. Okay? So don't worry about not doing it very round. Later on, you can actually trim it off. Yeah. So main thing, we need to have this one side first. Okay, and then after that, you fold the other way around. Okay, and then we will cut. All right. Okay, so this is how you draw one part, and then you follow this diagonal fold line. Fold it so that you can actually have this to cut the other side of the hump, right? So this is what we are going to do now. Let's cut this. So we can cut short the drawing time, yeah? Otherwise, then you have to draw both parts of it. Okay, so we will cut it off like this. Okay, so when you open it up, you have a heart shape, right? So when we have the first heart, what we do with the second heart, we just trace and then we just cut accordingly, right? So let's do this first. We will need 3 hearts, yeah? So what we do is we will do 2 hearts on the square. We have 4 squares just now. So what we do is we will do 2 hearts on the square that we have the diagonal line, so which is this one and this one. And then we have to do one more heart shape on either of the square. Either of the square. So in total, we will need 3 hearts. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. All right. So remember, this is the diagonal line. So diagonal line is where 2 of your hearts must located. Yeah. So 2 of your hearts must locate here. Must be here and here. And then you can have 1 on either side of the clean or smooth square, right? So what we do is we just fold it so that we can trace our heart shape on the other square, right? So this is what we do. We trace using a pencil so that we make sure that all of the heart shape is the same size, yeah? So this is how. So this is the second heart. And then after that, we are going to cut this. So we will do this one by one because we will need to trace the heart shape that is next to it. Yeah, we can't use one heart and then trace all three, then only cut, yeah, because otherwise then we will have a lot of fold lines. Yeah, we have to make sure that at least one of the square will not have the fold line, yeah. So that is why we will trace the circle trace the heart shape one at a time, right? Cut first, then after that only we trace another one. All right. So this is cutting part, especially the cutting the round part, slightly challenging, yeah, for younger kids, but you can practice it, right? So now 2 hearts are done. So we go to the 3rd heart, right? Again, we fold it so that we have the shape, and then we trace it, and then we cut it, all right? So this is the last heart that we are going to cut on this paper. Okay. So this one, again, since there is a fold line, so you can actually either fold it together and cut together, or you can cut it as per the line that you traced just now, okay? All right. So let's finish cutting this quickly. And then after that, we will need to take another paper, yeah, or another colored paper, a thinner one, or you can take a, if let's say you want it to look a little bit more textured or more 3D, you can actually use a thicker type of material like cereal box or tissue box, yeah. So now we have 1 square and 3 hearts, right? 1 square and 3 hearts. So let's fold it back based on the crease line again, okay? So let's fold it back based on the crease line. So by the time you finish folding it, you will see that your heart, all of your hearts is folded, and then you will see 1 full heart in front, and then 1 square at the back, okay? So this is how it looks like now, right? So next thing is we will need to decorate the inside part, okay? Inside part. So inside part, what we need to do is we will cut a square smaller than this square, okay? We can use a different color paper, or we can use, if let's say you want to use like those recycled wrapping paper, also can. Or you want to use cereal box, also can, yeah, so it's up to you. So for the square, we cut back the square shape, all right? Now, depending on the size of this square that you have, the other square, the other piece of the square should be smaller, all right? So how much smaller? It could be 0.5 cm smaller. So assuming this square is about 10 cm by 10 cm, so your other square should be 9 cm by 9 cm. All right? So 9 cm by 9 cm, so that when you put together, when you stick it on, you will see there is some gap at the side. Let me just align it properly. Okay? So you will see gap, gap, and gap, and gap. Okay? So this is what we want. Now you can do as many layers as you want, but every time when you do a smaller square, you cut it down by 1 cm, so that you will have half a cm here and half a cm here, right? So original size 10 cm by 10 cm, the second piece 9 cm by 9 cm. If let's say you want to do a third piece, then it will be 8 cm by 8 cm, all right, and so forth. So this one, what you need to do is you glue it Okay, glue it on according to the shape. Okay, glue it on according to the shape. Make sure that it is gapped nicely. Yeah, there's a gap nicely, so that it is more balanced. All right, and then after that, we will need to proceed to make the heart shape. Again, the heart shape, when you want to cut, you also have to cut it slightly smaller. So how many heart shape do we need? We need 1, 2, 3 for the inside, and then 1 more for the outside. Okay, so we need 4 pieces of heart shape. All right, so again, these 4 pieces of heart shape, it has to be smaller. Okay, so it has to be smaller size so that when you stick it on, you can actually see 2 layers or 2 colors. You can see a little bit of gap, right? So we will do this heart shape first. Now this heart shape, you can use the same size as your square that you cut out. Now remember, just now we say that if, let's say, your original square size is 10 cm by 10 cm, your second piece is 9 cm by 9 cm, right? So when it comes to 9 cm by 9 cm, you can use this as a gauge for your heart shape, right? So let's cut 4 pieces of the same size, yeah? Because we will need a square to make the heart shape, yeah? Remember, we started off with a square piece, yeah? It's a big square, and then after that we fold, become 4 small squares, right? So now we need another 4 more squares to cut our heart shape, right? So let's do this. So I'm going to fold this nicely. Okay. And to cut down the time, I am going to just fold it according to 9 cm by 9 cm. Right, and then after that, so I have folded my paper. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, yeah. And then I am going to draw my heart shape and then cut it off. So I will have 4 heart shape at the same time after I cut. Right? So let's draw this heart. Now, how to draw the heart shape? It is up to you how you want to draw it, but make sure it is smaller than the heart shape. Yeah, smaller than this heart shape. All right? So let's draw. You can also draw half first. Okay, then after that you cut. Now how to draw half? Again, you can fold it, make it into a triangle. Okay, make it into a triangle. Okay, this will be the pointy part of your heart shape, and then here fold line is the middle part of your heart shape. Okay, middle part of your heart shape. So what you do is you just draw one big hump like this. Okay. Okay. So after you cut it out, for example, okay, I cut this out. And then you will have a heart, right? Now this part is still pointy, so what we do is we just trim it so that it is rounder. So this is how we make a heart shape. Okay, so from the look of it, it looks like an ice cream cone. Yeah, looks like an ice cream cone. But when you open it up, there you go. You have a heart shape. Yeah. So same thing. We need to do 4. Yeah, remember? 3 for the inside and 1 for the outside. So what we do is we cut. Okay. Let's cut all this. Now I am tracing one side of the paper, and then after that I will cut it, and when I cut it I will have 4 hearts. Yeah, because I folded my paper before I cut. Right? Now when you cut, make sure you cut at the corner. Yeah, because we want to ensure that there is no, or minimum, yeah, I wouldn't say that there's no wastage, but minimum wastage, yeah, so that we can actually keep our paper for the next use as well. Right, so finish cutting, and look at this. 1 heart, 2 heart, 3 hearts, and 4 hearts. Okay, so we have 4 hearts, but with 1 cutting. So that is how we actually save time when we do crafting, yeah. So let's put everything one side. And then now what we do is we will take back the base of this card. Yeah, this is our card. And then we can start to stick this together. Right? So first we stick this square using a glue stick. Right? And then after that we will stick the heart shape. So the heart shape, you don't stick all the way to the middle point, yeah. We still need some space. So what we do is we stick it like this. Okay? So top part we have some space all the way, and then the side also we have some gap. Yeah, bottom as well we have some gap. So this is the middle point of your base, and then this is your heart. So same thing. So 1 heart. So 2 hearts. Okay, 2 hearts, and then we have the other one, right? Which is on this side. So once you are done with all these 3 hearts plus this base, you can start to close it back in. Yeah. So let's quickly stick this on with glue, and then after that we can close it back. Yeah. Okay, so while you are doing this, I am going to go through some of the initiatives set by United Nations, yeah, on achieving their Sustainable Development Goal number 5, which is gender equality. All right. So first and foremost, they say that we need to end all forms of discrimination against all women and girls everywhere. So that is 5.1. Now 5 is because it is goal number 5, right? Now 5.2 mentioned that we have to eliminate all forms of violence against women and girls in the public and private area, including trafficking and sexual and other types of exploitation. That is 5.2. 5.3 says that we need to eliminate all harmful practices such as child, early and forced marriage, and also female genital mutilation. Okay. 5.4 mentions that we need to recognize and value unpaid care and domestic work through the provision of public services, infrastructure and social protection policies, and the promotion of shared responsibility within the household. Now this, we are able to do, right? And it is not impossible to do. Husband, kids, regardless whether you are male, female, you need to help with household chores. Full stop. Okay? So if everyone were to play a part, this 100% achieved. Yeah, I would say 100% achieved. Okay? 5.5, ensure women's full and effective participation and equal opportunities for leadership at all levels of decision making, be it in politics, be it in private sector, or be it in the public sector, or in fact in the social economy, right? So it's in all walk of life, right? Now, 5.6 mentioned that we have to ensure universal access to sexual and reproductive health and reproductive rights. in accordance with the program or action of the International Conference of Population and Development and the Beijing Platform for Action and the outcome documents of their review conference, right? And then we have another one, which is to undertake reforms to give women equal rights to economic resources, as well as access to ownership and control over land and other forms of property, financial services, inheritance, and natural resources in accordance to national laws. This, I think, if let's say everyone were to play a part as an individual, this is also achievable. Yeah, but of course, there are a lot of education that needs to be put in as well, right? Next one is to enhance the use of enabling technology, in particular information and communication technology, to promote the empowerment of women. Now, this is what we are also doing. Yeah, we are using social media because we are always on social media. So we can actually use it to empower women. Yeah, and I know because of International Women's Day, there are a lot of industry players out there that are paying tribute, yeah, to women around the world. At the same time, also empower everyone, yeah, to appreciate or to actually highlight the importance of gender equality. Yeah, so that is one thing that we can actually leverage on using technology. All right. Next thing is adopt and strengthen sound policies and enforceable legal action for the promotion of gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls at all levels. Yeah, so this one, our government, yeah, will have to play a part, or the lawmaker will have to play a part, yeah, to enforce it, right? So these are the initiatives that is set by United Nations in terms of the Sustainable Development Goal number 5, right? So now, the key highlight of the workshop or the FB Live today. There are ways to celebrate Women's Day. Can you tell us, yeah, what are the ways that we can actually, or you can actually contribute, yeah, to celebrate this special day? Now, of course, today is only the 5th of March. International Women's Day is actually on the 8th of March. So we have 3 more days, yeah, before the actual day. However, we don't just celebrate or empower women only on that particular day, right? So there are many ways that we can actually do to empower women. Yeah, so if let's say you know what are the ways, let us know. Yeah, and then after that, we will highlight it. All right, we will highlight it so that we can share it with everyone. Right, so if you know, please type it into the comment section so that our moderator can actually read it out as well. So, okay, so back to our greeting card. So hopefully you have already stick all the inner part of your heart. Yeah, 3 hearts and also 1 square. 3 parts of the heart, right, and 1 square. Okay, so this is the inner part, right? So this is the inner part. Once you are done with the inner part, what you need to do, you fold it backward. Okay, you fold it back. All right. Then you stick another 1 more heart, the last remaining heart, onto the front. Now again, you can stick as many layers as you want, right? But make sure you still have space to write your messages, yeah, because ultimately this is a card that you want to give to either your mom, your grandma, yeah, your teacher, your girlfriend, your sister, for example, yeah, or your cousin, sister, siblings, relatives. So that is why you need space to write your messages. Now here, what we do is, of course, Once you are done sticking all the hearts as well as the tiny square piece, you can start by writing messages. So maybe on the front, yeah, in front here you can say Happy International Women's Day or Celebrate International Women's Day, alright? Then after that, when you open it inside, you can actually write your messages. You have this whole area, the square, and 3 hearts to write your messages, right? And of course, if let's say you want to decorate it, you can decorate it with blings as well as ribbons, yeah? So what you do is, now outside here especially, you still have the a little bit of space, yeah, because outside will, if let's say you only write to mommy or to grandma, Happy International Women's Day, so you have a little bit of space left, so you can actually stick blings around your heart shape, yeah, and actually stick blings around the heart shape to make it look nice. And then after that, you can make a tiny bow using ribbon, and then you can stick it either bottom or at the top or at the side. Okay, that is based on your creativity, where you want to stick it, right? So you can do a lot of things. In fact, you can draw a lot of heart shapes, yeah, different color, rainbow color heart shapes onto the paper as well. Okay, so inside part, my suggestion is that after you write your messages, only you decorate, because if let's say you decorate first, then you may not have enough space to write all your messages, right? So it will be best if let's say you write your messages first, then only you decorate it, right? So basically that is all. Now if let's say you want it to be a little bit more special, you can actually tie it with a ribbon. Okay, tie the whole card with a ribbon. So it is as if when you pass to mommy, it is like she has to untie the ribbon as like how she will unbox a gift, yeah. So that is also another way. Just tie a ribbon around it, around the whole card. Okay. So this is how or what you can do with the card. So it will depends on your creativity. So now, let's check with moderator. Is there anyone that reply how we can actually celebrate International Women's Day? Yeah, so let's see what are the ways. Encourage women to be financially independent, yes. So that is actually one thing that I always emphasize for those of you. I'm not sure how many of you who personally know me in this Facebook Live. I always tell my friends as well as those who know me, regardless of what you do, okay, whether you are a housewife or whether you are a working mom, okay, main thing is you need to know whatever it is, you cannot depend 100% on what is being brought back, yeah, meaning that not what your husband brought back, yeah, you need to have the ability to earn. Yeah, that is one thing that is very important. Yes, that is a very good point. Yeah, thank you, Jaga.
Okay, then James says bring mommy to Setia City Mall for a wonderful
yes, good job, James, right? Yeah, James, good job. Yes, bring mommy to Setia City Mall and make a gift on the spot. Today we are making a Dreamcatcher keychain. So this is a very, very good point. Yeah, so James, I am looking forward to seeing you here later.
And Michael says plan to bake a cake for my wife.
Ooh, Michael is going to bake a cake. Good job.
Okay. Emma says both husband and wife will share household chores.
Yes, Emma is right. So moving forward, we will hope to see more husbands play a more active role in doing housework chores, yeah, household chores, as well as the boys as well. Okay, don't leave the household chores, housework to only the females. Yeah.
Okay,
right?
Jaga says celebrate women on their success.
Yes, celebrate the success of all the women. Yeah, that's good. Jaga. What else? Okay, so for women, yeah, especially because we talk about
Encourage women entrepreneurship.
yes, encourage women's entrepreneurship. Yeah, that's good point as well, Michael. Now, from what I can see is, or we have read is, so far it is based on appreciation, yeah, towards the woman, yeah, and at the same time, financial independence, yeah, that is two very important points. Of course, as a woman is ourselves, one thing we need to be aware of is our personal goals. Yeah, that is very, very important. Now, a lot of female that I've known of, yeah, especially if let's say they are married, their focus are always the family, the husband, the kids, and no longer on their own. Yeah. So that is one thing that I have come across. Many of my friends are doing the same thing. Okay, so you need to make sure that you also have me time and also your personal goals. That is for your own overall mental and health stability or balance. Yeah, so that is very important. Yes, no doubt, priority is always to the kids, to the husband, but we have to take care of ourselves as well, right? So that is one thing that I hope all the female will start to also pick up. Yeah, learn a new hobby. Okay, or if let's say you are, there's something that you would love to do, you can start. So that is one thing that we hope to encourage all women to do as well, right? So that is one thing. Yeah. We can also, we can also support, if let's say you know any of the women focused group or charities, yeah, you can also support it. Yeah, either you can support it with your time, or with, if let's say you are able to provide a little bit more, yeah, so please do so financially, or in fact your time or labor work. Yeah, so you can also help. Okay, now the other thing is we need to be an advocator. Yeah, we need to be an advocator, means we need to tell those people around us or our community about gender equality. Now, one person's voice is never enough. We need to spread the awareness. Yeah, so that is why we need all the voices. So, like for example, now I'm telling you, so hopefully you will also be telling your friends, yeah, also telling your relatives. So that is what we need to see happen. Yeah, if let's say we really want changes. Okay, because one person's effort is not going to be able to achieve anything, but with everyone's effort we can achieve a lot of things. Yeah, so we need to make sure that we are the advocator. Yeah, so that is one thing. Is there any other thing? No? Okay. So, of course, we have made a card, right? So make sure you send a thank you note to the women that you know. So you can make a lot of cards, yeah, and then after that you can write them a thank you note, right? So we can conclude who are the top 3 lucky winners. Okay, so there are 2 from both sides. Yes. So let's see who are the lucky winner.
From SCM side, is Jaga Teswari.
So Jaga will be the first one. Jaga Teswari.
Then the other one is James Tan.
James Tan.
So that's from SCM side.
Right. And then we have Michael.
Then from Passport side is Michael and Emma.
Michael and Emma. All right. Okay. So, well, we are giving 4 instead of 3 now, because we have the 4 of you that are very engaging today. So Jaga Teswari, James Tan, Micah, and Emma. Okay, so we will be in touch with you. And then we will arrange a surprise gift to you or to coordinate with you so that we can actually send a surprise gift to the woman that you want us to send it to. Like, you know, maybe you want it to send it to your mom, for example, or your wife, for example. So we will dedicate it to them directly. All right. So I hope that you have fun today making a thank you card. Yeah, hopefully you will do a few more and then give it away. And at the same time, we hope also that you have learned a thing or two about International Women's Day and how we can actually play a part, yeah, to help achieve United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 5, which is gender equality, right? So hopefully you will be able to become an advocator from now on and continue to actually carry on the awareness or raise the awareness, yeah, about this topic, because we really, really need all of your help, right? So with that, we will end the FB Live session. Thank you for your participation this morning, and we hope to see you at Setia City Mall. Until 10 p.m. we will be here. Last call for the activity is actually at 8 p.m. because we will need that much time to actually complete it. So the final hour that we will accept customer or participant will be 8 p.m. and then we will carry on the workshop, yeah, until the last customer actually leave, right? So tomorrow we are going to make flower arrangement as well. So if you can't come over today, we hope to see you tomorrow as well. So please drop by. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It is, in fact, one of the very early physical or on-ground workshops that we are conducting at Setia City Mall after the pandemic. Yeah, well, in fact, we are still in MCO, but we are doing it with full SOP, what do you call that? With distancing, yeah. So we actually adhere to the proper SOP. So don't worry. We make sure that everyone is safe. But of course, you as a consumer will also have to make sure that we take care of ourselves. We have to always wear a mask in public area, yeah, and also sanitize your hands. If let's say you do not have access to clean water, if of course you have access to clean water, wash your hands regularly, drink lots of water, and eat healthy food. So that is one thing that we need to highlight, yeah. So with that, I will end the session, and we are going to start accepting participants for the workshop physically. Okay, I will see you next week, same time, hopefully, for another session of FB Live. All right, bye.